I really like this figure. Oh oh See, they're so small my camera won't even focus on them, so that's nice. What's up mga tol? Tol Fry here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Medicom Mafex Dark Knight 3.0 Batman figure. I got this for an insanely discounted price, especially compared to what it's going for in the secondary market these days. So shout out to Sir Florence for selling me this. You really made my day helping me get my first Mafex figure. And what a figure it is! I love The Dark Knight, it's my favorite movie of all time, and of course, figures from this movie would be number one on my priority list. Batman here is the most expensive of them all, and it's the first one I'll be crossing off. So, let's get this guy out of the packaging and take a closer look at the packaging, just for a bit. We can see it comes with a window box, barely showing us what's inside because of the black figure blending in with the black tray. We also have a photo of Batman himself and one of the promo images of the figure as well. On the sides, Dark Knight Trilogy, Mafex, another promo pic, same for the top, a bigger promo pic, and at the back we get even more promo pics, showing the many poses you can put this Batman in, as well as these accessories. Some legal stuff, stuff nobody reads except for that holographic sticker. So now that I know that this is authentic, let's take a closer look at that figure. So taking a look at the figure here, we can see that he comes ripe with lots of details that you may not even be able to see in the actual movies. First, let's start with the head sculpt. I'd say that looks a lot like Christian Bale's Batman actually. Medicom has been using their face printing tech for a while now, and since this was released in 2018, might have been still in its early stages, but I say they pretty much nailed the Christian Bale likeness. The eyes have a kind of shadow to them, and then they're kind of tilted to the point that even though he's staring at you from that head tilt, that it still looks like he's looking at you, which is pretty great actually. And then face printing tech is also used for this mouth portion. And yeah, since Batman is a masked or cowled character, that means if the face printing were bad, he'd suffer the least from it compared to all his other enemies who don't wear masks. So yeah, that's pretty great. And then we can see he has a cloth cape right here, which actually has some wire in it. The wires are only at the sides and not in the center. So you do get some kind of posing, but it's gonna be pretty minimal. I'm bad at posing wired capes, so I'll just leave it to the pros to do that. But yeah, you can if you want to. And then we can see the bat symbol right there at the center, though it is kind of faded, but it is accurate, I assume, to how it looks in the movie. And you can see some shades of silver and gray on the armor. It's not just all plain black like people would imagine, and that really makes all the little details and textures pop even more. There's texture on the bottom layer, and then it gets covered up by the various pieces of armor that he has to wear and straps, and those are all very nice attention to detail. And we can see a lot of other structures here at the backside. He has some plating for the shoulder blades and then for his lower backside, and it stretches out all the way into the side, even covering his abs. And then you can see the bright gold utility belt. It's a nice looking color. And then got some gadgets here, some kind of remote, and then some grenade looking things, different colors, some silver. As we go down, you can see that the leg isn't just one whole texture. You have smooth bits here, but also some rough textured bits in between, and that's pretty nice. That makes it more three-dimensional than, like, say you'd have on a concept art or a drawing. There's the bad butt. As you can go down there, smooth calves. Then back to the feet. Oh, you still have some texture in between those slots for the feet right there. The arm blades, not too sharp. Textured hands as well. Even the bottom of his feet have texture, yeah. So you have patterned soles, just like what I imagine he would be wearing in the movie, some kind of combat boot. The head and neck joint can make the figure look up that much, down that much, all around, side to side, forward and back, and some head tilting thanks to the neck joint. Arms can shrug. The shoulders can also allow it to go all around, but be careful with that freaking shoulder joint because it can get in the way and you do not want that thing to break. Speaking of which, it also has its own articulation so that it doesn't get in the way of the arm when it goes all the way up to that 90-degree mark. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist hinge, and swivel. Diaphragm joint can make him go forward that much and back that much, which ain't a lot. But if you pair it up with the waist joint, he can go forward that. Oh sh. If you pair it up with the waist joint, he can go forward that much and back that much, which is really good. Just be careful of the gaps in your shots, I suppose. Drop down leg so he can kick forward that. Oh shit. Drop down leg so he can kick forward that much, and it just detached again, didn't it? Yep, can kick that much, but that's as far as it's gonna go with that 90 degree. Double jointed knees, ankle hinge, and solid ankle rocker. Here's how far Batman's cape can stretch, and this is actually one thing I really appreciate Mafex giving us with this figure. The cape looks good, whether it's static, flowing in the wind with the wire, or wide open during flight. It looks exactly like it did in the movies, which is plus points for movie accuracy, being that giant poof of cloth, especially compared to Batman's body, super wide, which gives you way more options for flight and gliding shots. Batman comes with a ton of accessories. He comes with 5 pairs of interchangeable hands, excluding his fists. Underbarrel support hands, trigger finger hands, tighter trigger finger hands, batarang holding hands, and another pair of batarang holding hands, which can also be used for quote unquote remarks. Not the easiest to put on the peg, so you do always have to be careful because, Mafex. He has a total of 3 interchangeable heads. Fox, I need picture. And props to Mafex for giving us this head sculpt because it looks really good with the white paint. It maybe could have used a little more blue, but hey, no other company has given us this for 1/12 scale, so. And lastly, his weapons. He has an EMP gun. Pretty plain with solid black all around. Probably how it looked in the movie, but I kinda wish it were more matted though. But there is a blue tinge in there to make it look like he's charging up a shot. This, on the other hand, was painted really well. This is the sticky bomb gun, but I prefer to call it explosive gel, like from the Arkham games. It's got metallic paint all around gray, black, silver, gold, you name it. They even added rivets all over the gun, as well as the dial and the screen that he uses to set up the countdown. Unfortunately, it doesn't fold or come apart because those parts come with the Mafex Bruce Wayne. His last gun is his trusty grappling gun. It has the same colors as the explosive gel gun but has more gold than dark colors. Good sculpt, good paint, and it even has its own slot on the utility belt. Others might think it breaks the appearance of the suit. I know some collectors even removed the peg for a more movie accurate look, but this looks fine with me. The last weapons are his batarangs. Solid gold paint, one side is raised and the other side is flat, making it easier to grip, I guess. They're really small, so to pick them up, you're gonna have to use your nails or the oils on your finger. Oh, how kind of Mafex to include 3 of these because they already know. They already know you're bound to lose one or two. All it takes is one loose grip and then like that, it's gone. And this is how he scales with other figures from other lines. Here he is with the DC Collectibles Arkham Knight Robin. Here he is with the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. Here he is with the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes. Here he is with the Star Wars Black Series Archive Boba Fett. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Worthy Cap. And last but not least, here he is with the DC Collectibles Arkham Origins Deathstroke. So in the end, I think I was bound to love this figure. Objectively, it's pretty great. Not perfect, not the best Mafex to end all 1/12 scale figures. It's not even my favorite figure in my collection. But, because of my love for the movie and with Batman being my favorite DC character of all time, I couldn't see myself hating this at all. The articulation is alright, though I'm not sure who's to blame for the semi-loose waist joint. But anyway, it's not that hard to fix, and this Batman isn't exactly known for being acrobatic in that suit. So, my conclusion is that I like this figure, but because of the many biases I have towards it, I really like this figure. If you manage to see this at a price below 4,000 pesos, get it because I think that'd be considered a steal in other countries. Tune in next time when I review Batman's greatest enemy, the Joker 2.0. So if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and be kind people, I guess.